All right, I'm live, it says. So it looks like because of an update, the layout changed and stuff. But hey everybody, it's me. Just want to say stuff about my health and everything and all that. Basically just want to talk about what happened to me in a year because I went through a breakup in May and it's gonna be almost a year again since the breakup, and a lot of stuff has happened since then, and I just want to talk about it, I guess. I was in a relationship for 3 years since high school. We broke up. From what I understood from my part, that I want to break up with her, and I think she want to break up with me. From what I understand, is because I want to, marry somebody, have a family, and all that type of stuff, and have a happy life. That's what I feel like happy life is. But I feel like she don't want that, and she told me to not to go be with a different woman. Never want that, which hurts. And I'm also gonna be talking about stuff that I just see when it comes to that. But I feel like beginning relationship, it was good. It was like innocent love. It was just doing what you do, high school love and stuff. And then afterwards, you got older, you mature a bit. I feel like I didn't, and it's my fault. I didn't really care about like politics and stuff as much then as I did now. And I'm sorry for that. And I have a lot of regrets and stuff. But because I have regrets, I feel like I've grown. But an example would be near the end of the relationship, I noticed that she was changing. Like I have ADHD and she has autism level one, and I can like read her, I can figure out, patterns and stuff. So I know what to do, what to get her, what to do, and stuff like that. But then after a while, I wasn't able to recognize those patterns. These are new patterns. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, I don't understand completely. I'm like, this is what it's giving, but it's not giving, and so forth. And I was like, this isn't normal. And I was questioning it, but I didn't question it because I'm like, maybe I'm just off. Like, maybe it's just our time of the month or something. I don't know. And then the more and more it progressed, the more I realized, hey, this isn't you. Like you're you, but this ain't you. Like you're becoming somebody else. Somebody. You're like becoming somebody else, but I'm seeing it as you, but it's not you. It's not you. From what I been with. Well, for example, she has autism, right? And her parents thanked me for it, for helping her out because of the way the household that she grew up in wasn't the best, and the parenting probably wasn't the best and stuff. And she went through a lot of stuff, right? And then I'm like, yeah, I helped her, and they thanked me. I'm like, yeah, cool. I think I was able to help her, and I'm thankful I was able to help her. But then went from helping her for autism to helping out with politics, I guess you could say, because I realized that she was like on her computer a lot, and then like when I would like come in to see what she was doing, because I would like go to the restroom or go get something from the kitchen and come back, and I would look into the laptop. I'm like, oh, that's not homework. That's like political stuff or like ABC. I'm like, I didn't think much about it. I'm like, cool, politics, do you, and all that. And then it got to the point where it's like, I can't shop here. I don't know what to do. And it's like, I don't get it. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, for example, oh, we can't shop here no more because of like DEI, right? But the thing with that is I get the reasoning for that, but it's like you can't do it a lot or forever. Like some people can. Like I know people have been boycotting Target for like the longest time, even before recently, since like 2016, for all I know, for various reasons. And I'm like, cool, do you? And I'm like, I rarely shop at Target. Maybe like once a blue moon I'll go there because I just went there when I was younger. And then growing up, I'm like, nah, I don't really want to go. Because I'm like, why would I? I can go to Walmart. It has better stuff and cheaper. But I question stuff like, hey, why can't I shop here? Or like, hey, you need to like do stuff out of your comfort zone. Like if you have like for example, I had to go get blood work done, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna go get blood work done. And she came like, cool, you're on your phone, but like maybe don't be on your phone for the car ride. You can stand with your fidgets and then look out the window, but like maybe take off the phone for today, like just to relax, detox, not everything is online. And back then, this is way before I knew about what I'm gonna talk about later in the video. And she didn't want to, she wanted to stay on her phone, and then I'm cool, I guess, but I'm like, we gotta work on that. And then when we got to the doctor's appointment, she refused to go inside. I'm like, hey, it's empty. Like this is helping you like get doing situations, because you're gonna have to find a job one day. You're gonna have to do stuff you're not comfortable with, and then this is like making progress for that, you know. But she didn't want it. She just want to stay in the car. I'm like, cool, but like you can't. Like I was like, I'm okay with it, but I'm like, it's getting to a point, respectfully, where I'm like, you this is me helping you, but you don't want that help. And then other stuff, like refusing to go see family because I had like a wedding for the weekend. I wanted to invite her and stuff, but then she refused to go. I'm like, why? I'm like, oh, the Mormons. I'm like, yeah, Mormons, but like they're not gonna do anything. It's just my family. Like it's gonna be fine. And then the weekend, I'm like, no, I can't go. My woman's rights are gonna take it away and stuff. And like it's a red state, stuff like that. And I was confused because I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like I get the reasoning, but at the same time I don't, because I'm like, we're visiting, we're not moving. And I'm like, and prior to that trip, I went to her family for Thanksgiving for the week, like a full week to spend time with her family in California. So I'm like, well, if I can go to California for a full week, I didn't ask any questions or study California. I think we know the general basics of California. It's a left state, blue state, woke state. Nobody likes our laws or people or traffic and a bunch of stuff, etc. Right? Like a lot of people don't like California, and I'm one of them as well. And it's just I'm like, cool. As long as there's like a swap meet we can go to, because I heard California swap meets are better than anywhere else. So I'm like, if that's possible, and Chinese food, because I like Chinese food. That was literally my only two things I wanted to do in California. Everything else that you apparently want to do, fine. But I'm like, if we can do these two things, that'd be cool. But when it came to going to Utah for my cousin's wedding, which was a family wedding, backyard wedding, stuff like that, right? And I thought it was good, to see an environment, fresh air. And I love Utah. It's beautiful out there. A lot of white people, racist, but it's a given. It's Utah. And if it wasn't for that, it wouldn't be Utah. But like I don't see a problem with that. And that worried me because I'm like, well, if you don't want to go to the doctor's office to help you and you don't want to stay off social media, like I'm getting worried. I'm like, hey, like I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to control you. Like I'm just trying to look out for you. Like I'm trying to care for her because, like I said, I want to marry her, have a family, and stuff like that. But we're not together, so that hurts. But when she told me to go be with a different woman to have a family, that hurt because I would never leave her. Like I don't care about your autism. That's like if you're thinking it's gonna affect us, it's not. But I'm trying to help you. And it hurts because like I said, I just want to marry, have a family, and stuff like that. And like I don't see it as a problem when it comes to stuff like this. And I'm trying to really I'm trying to help. I'm not trying to be mean or hurtful. And she told me that I wasn't respecting her and she didn't trust me with kids. And that hurts. So I said, all right, then let's break up because if that's what you want, sure, it hurts. But it's going to be a year since the breakup and I feel like shit. I don't have any motive to write, do anything. Let alone be here another day because of the left and what they do. Because like I said, before the breakup, I didn't really knew much about politics to a degree. Like I would see what's on TV because y'all know I have a TV here. So I would, like watch the news. Like CNN, because for CNN 10 and Carl Zeus we grew up with, and then like NBC News and stuff like that. And like I will get stuff if I have time before work. And then after work, when it's dinner time, we all watch the Spanish news, like Telemundo and all that. And then like I said, I'll like maybe I'll like go like a week without watching the news, and maybe I'll watch it again for a day or two of the week. But it's like I'm not like that focused on it. But it hurts because I was questioning like what went wrong, and I understand that I don't understand certain things. I can't. I have ADHD, but I don't let that affect me daily. Like, I just do what I gotta do. Like, I care what's in front of me. I don't care what's happening in a different state. Now that might be affecting some people, a different state, but it's not my state. And I don't know how y'all feel about that. But it's like, hey, California, good. Like when people say California about like, oh, they like ban the trash bags, no, the grocery bags, and they got to pay for them or something. I'm like, cool, that's California. It's nothing to do with my state. And it's like, okay, now with there's something else, but I forgot. But like a lot of stuff happens in California, changes like so frequently, and it's like, yeah, it's California. It's not my state. And it's like you can do whatever you want. This is my state. I'm focusing on what's happening in my state. Other states, I know it's nice to hear what's happening, what happened and stuff. It's like I'm more focused on my state and helping what I can do with my community. And then after the breakup, I decided to study the Democrats and figure out, hey, where was she getting from this type of stuff from, and like what was the point of view? Like I want to understand now what's causing this for her to change because she was not like this before. Like I was questioning, well, what do you mean we got to boycott everything? And what do you mean we can't do this? Or what do you mean this is wrong if it's right? Or if this is right and that's wrong? Because like she was like, oh, I found out that I'm Latinx, and I'm like, Latinx? We don't say that. That's a slur. Like as Mexicans, it's serious when we say that's a slur because we don't get offended. You can call us beaner, wetback, whatever you want to call us. That's fine. We don't care. We will see everything that's offensive and we will not find that offensive. We'll laugh at it, right? But when we see Latinx, Latinx, or Latinx, or whatever you say it, we don't agree that at all. Like we just knew, hey, don't say that. That's not us. Don't ever mention that again. If I'm Mexican, I'm Mexican. If I'm Cuban, I'm Cuban. If I'm Salvadorian, I'm Salvadorian. If you're Dominican, you're Dominican. Like that's how you are. Like I have coworkers that are from different parts of Mexico, and I asked them, but I'll talk to that about it later. And then like I just don't understand the left. So I decided to study, right? And there's a bunch of stuff I'm gonna get to. But like I said, I loved her. It's gonna be a year since breakup. I don't know if I can even move on. Like I said, it hurts. And I miss her. Like I said, I want to marry, family, kids. I don't see anything wrong with that. Economy wise, that's impossible. But it's like my cousin has a kid. It's gonna turn like almost a year. It's gonna turn a year this month. So that's possible because they worked hard for it and they're like 30, right? Or like close to 30. So like they worked hard through their 20s to get this. And then I have an uncle who has a kid now, another one. So I'm like, it's possible, but it's not impossible. It'll be difficult, but I'm willing to work for it. I'm willing to do stuff now for it, right? Like I buy a bunch of stuff like DVDs and all that because I think physical media is better. So when people say, "Oh, why are you buying physical media?" Well, I want to have stuff at my disposal, right? Like I'll buy movies, video games, movies from the past. I don't have to pay for streaming services or monthly passes for gaming because this is mine. And then I'll also buy like kid stuff because nowadays I feel like, and we'll get to that later too, that the stuff now is wrong for kids and showing stuff. And like I said, it's just so much stuff that something's so wrong with the left that you cannot expect me to be part of y'all. Because I question myself, what happened to my ex that she ended up like this? Like people can say it's a good thing, bad thing, but I'm like, I don't recognize this. I don't understand this. So after the breakup, I'm struggling to move on. It hurts daily. I think I developed bipolar disorder or anxiety, or I don't know what, because I am not the same anymore since the breakup. Like something when she told me that I don't respect her and she doesn't trust me after 3 years, and after I did a lot of stuff, like I took the bus to get to her home, which was like an hour and a half by bus and like maybe like 10 minutes by driving. But I did that beforehand to get to her place, helped her bus ride cause. Like I did everything to stay by her side to help her with autism, and I helped her. And then, like I said, she just changed. I don't understand. And then, like I said, I studied the left. And there's a lot of stuff wrong with the left that I don't understand. And I saw the people that she was following because she would always show me videos. But I'm like, respectfully, I'm not going to listen to these sorts of people because I'm not going to. Because you can just look at something like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna pay any attention to that. Like, that's just wrong in general. You can just look and say, oh, that's wrong. That's literally it. And for me, I guess it's the same because I would try to show her verses from the Bible to help her out daily and help get through. So, like, I would literally look for stuff and show her, but she would scroll past it. And then I would show stuff like drag queens for kids. And I'm like, that's not okay. I would show her videos of that. She'll scroll right past it. Now, for me, I always listen to those people, but I wouldn't accept what they had to say because I'm not going to listen to these people because I can just look at this and like, yeah, it's not right, or that's not a good person. It's not a trustworthy person. And then there's a lot more. I would show her stuff to help her. But like I said, you can't make a Democrat change. I learned the hard way because, for example, she would tell me she's Latinx. I'm like, you're not Latinx. You're Latina. I am Latino. I have my language. You have your language, and that's it. People can say, "Well, what do we speak? Spanish. What is Spanish? Latin? Yes, yes, we can do that." But like I said, we don't go to that. You can ask any Mexican, any Spanish person. We don't say that ever. That I'm Latin. We always say that, hey, I'm Mexican, or I'm like Cuban, Salvadorian, Dominican, whatever you want. We say that, and that's it. And then we will ask, like if I ask another Mexican, we'll ask, hey, what part are you from? Oh, I'm from the city. Or hey, what part are you from? I can't remember any places, but like I said, you say from your that part, and that's it. That's literally how we do things as Mexicans. But like I said, when it comes to the left, I don't know. I can't do anything with y'all. Like I said, I had so many emotions earlier this morning. This was only like 9 o'clock, and I was like mad, crying, and all that. But now that I'm in this video, I can't express that emotions. But like I said, the left, I studied y'all. Y'all are not good people. You cannot convince me otherwise. You're not convince me to be part of y'all because I try to help you, understand you, but you don't accept me or want me in any way, shape, or form because I disagree with A, B, C, or just C in general. I don't know. But basically, this is what I'm going to explain. That the left hates sexism, stereotypes, and gender roles, but apparently men can dress up like a woman, and that's technically a woman, or do stuff throughout the years and say, yeah, but I'm like, no, you're not, because in my opinion, if you're born a man, you are a man. Because think of it, you have mother's love that will never like get out of your system. You have roles that happen in men versus women. Like I have testosterone, she has an estrogen, right? I have my chromosomes, she has her chromosomes, and it's like, hey, I have testosterone. For me, it will make sense for me to focus on that and like make it what I am because I'm a man. Like I'm not supposed to be weak, fat, and all that, right? So I gotta like work out and do stuff so I can be good, right? But apparently that can be wrong in today's society because I'd be seeing people that are men saying, "Oh, I don't want to be the provider. I want to be provided, and I want to dress up feminine and stuff. I'm non-binary, and I'm this and this and this." But I'm like, how are you? Why? Like, just why? Why do you think this is okay? And we're normalizing this, right? And some other stuff is that you want women's rights, but you can't even tell us what a woman is. I remember my ex tried to show me a video of like, oh, I need to show you what woman is. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna look into that. I can see my mom and you. I know you're a woman. I'm a man, and that's that. Like, I don't understand what's more complex than that. I understand what y'all been through, what y'all were not able to vote, checking account, and like stuff like that. Like, some stuff here and there, but I think that's good enough. Like, I don't need to be taught this stuff because like I said, most people, normal people, don't look at this stuff at all in any way, shape, or form or experience this. And it's like other stuff with the left too is that you really support LGBTQ for everything, and it's for kids as well. And if you disagree, then you are hating, destroying people's lives. Well, I'm like, I'm not. I just don't agree with y'all. I cannot support that religiously and not religiously. I'm a Christian. I'm Protestant. I'm thinking converting to Catholic because that is what I'm founded by the church. I did the research. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense and structure. Versus I've seen Christians out here telling me that LGBTQ is okay. That I think it's like Leviticus, Timothy, Romans, and maybe one more. But like, there's places in the Bible that tells you that it's not okay, and the structure between man and woman. But then people say, "Oh, I'm a scholar and I did this studying for so many years." So it's like, okay, that's still wrong. Like, you cannot tell me that this is wrong in the Bible. And that's why I feel like I need to be something founded by the church and structure. With structure, not cannot be can be whatever like Protestants do, which now I understand why people don't like us Protestants. You don't like racism, but you hate white people. Another thing with that, like I said, she didn't want to go to Utah. I'm like, yo, I've been in Utah, I've been to Arizona, I've been to Oklahoma, I drove all the way to North Dakota or somewhere like that to see my buddy who graduated from a military base with his white family. Had no problem. If my mom can go to red states, so can she. So I don't understand it. You want to extensive human rights until it has to do with a baby in the womb. Like, this is stuff that people say online. This is people that I experience with. So I'm like, yeah, you don't want people and kids to live, like babies and stuff. Because, for example, you're saying a woman should have a right to an abortion. That's just called the cells. Well, doctor said I could have been aborted. I could have not made my mom handicapped and disabled if I wasn't born. People say it's not my fault, but I'm like, I feel like it is because afterwards she had complications and one thing led to another and she's handicapped. But I'm alive. I have health problems physically because I was born a preemie. Like I was able to be picked up by the hand just like this, and that is it. That's how light I was. Like, I don't think I was even like 3 pounds for all I know. Like, I don't remember. I was just born a preemie. I think I was born like, what was it, 36 weeks, 3 months? I don't know. I think I was born like 3 months early. I was not gonna live at all, have defects and stuff. But like, I lived. I'm here. I'm alive. Against everything the doctor says and science and everything. They're like, oh, you're not gonna make it. It's impossible. Defects. But hey, I'm alive and well. I'm good. I got everything. Like, there's nothing wrong with me, as you can see. I'm perfectly human. But the problem is that my body is weak. Like, because I never properly developed. That's why I have asthma. I have lung problems. I have heart problems. Like, I had to get all four of my wisdom teeth removed. Like, it was just these two that were bugging me. But I'm like, well, I'm already there. Might as well pay a little difference and get all of them done, which feels a lot better. And I'm thankful for that. But because of that, I had to go see like heart doctors and specialists to be sure that my heart can physically handle the medicine that they'll put you under for like an hour. So such a simple surgery like this can kill me because how weak my heart is. And I even got high blood pressure now. Um, hold up, I don't want this to fall. So just give me a moment. Cool. Like, as you can see, I also have a blood pressure machine because of my blood pressure now. That, like I said, my blood pressure was really high during the end of the relationship because I was so confused because I didn't understand the left as I do now. And this stuff, I was like, hey, what's wrong? Like, why can't we shop here no more? Like, why are we doing this? And like, why is this a bad thing? Like, for me, in my head, I'm like, hey, if you are born a girl, you are a girl and you'll be raised a girl. If you are born a boy, you are a boy, you'll be raised a boy. That offended her, supposedly. For me, that makes sense in my head. So I'm like, whenever I have these conversations, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good conversation. But then it gets offensive. It's not right. I don't get it. It's like saying, oh, yeah, little boys shouldn't be able to wear makeup and, dress girly and such. And apparently that's also wrong with her. But I'm like, I don't get it. This doesn't make sense. Where do we get the idea that this is right? Like, I am so concerned and confused. Like, what do you mean? Do you think it's okay for little boys to wear makeup and dress however they want like that? I'm like, that no, I don't get it. Where do you get that? Like, this is scaring me. I'm like, that's not right. It's a kid. Like, as we grew up in 2000s, this wasn't a thing. Whereas since COVID, the world was never the same again. And it's like another stuff. It's like you hate fascism, but dance for Charlie Kirk's the way he left. And I saw that. I didn't know who Charlie Kirk was at all. To this day, I don't know much about him. And I saw like maybe one, two videos of him, like clips of him standing at a table near like some stairs. Maybe it's like the first videos. I think it started showing up on social media, right? And then I showed Nexus. I'm like, hey, I'm seeing a lot of people talking about this college guy. I guess he's like famous or something. Like, I don't really put much thought into this. And when she saw him, she got really mad and upset. Like, ooh, like, I'm like, is he a bad guy or something? Like, I don't see what's wrong with this guy. Like, he's just expressing his opinion on campuses, on college, because isn't that what y'all do? Like, speech and debate and stuff. So, like, I don't get it. But, like, I didn't really see a problem with the dude. Like, you do you and I do me. If that's what you feel, that's what you feel. And I just moved on. I didn't really care what he had to say, really. Like, it didn't affect me when I'm like, oh, we got to cancel him or something. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, yeah, I can agree on that. I can see that. I don't. Maybe. Nah, I can't do that. Like, I did that like maybe 3 of his videos are like a minute long. Like, that was it. That's all I knew about him. And then he died. And then the left just celebrated. Like, I was all over social media that all y'all did was post it, celebrating, dancing it, mocking it. And then y'all are like, oh, I lost my job. I'm like, what did you expect? I didn't even knew the guy at all. I didn't know anything about him until what he was actually about and what he stood for until he's deaf. And then I'm like, yo, y'all are doing this. I saw people literally dancing on social media, um, like cosplaying and stuff as his death and all. I'm like, that's not cool. I didn't even knew the guy at all in any way, shape, or form. And y'all did that. And it's like, you want me to respect you and follow you and everything else that I'm explaining about? No, I cannot. And it's like, I don't get it. What do you have that you don't like this in general? Then it's like, men are evil, but you accept what we do. Like, for example, you could say Charlie Kirk was evil, but I'm like, what did he do that was evil? He just spoke what he had to say. But y'all want to like demonize him, cancel him, and everything else. But unless it's something to do with LGBTQ for kids that you want to promote that, like, I don't get it. It's like, I make 22 an hour working a warehouse job is the best. No, but I need to make the best money that I can. That I want to support her, do what I can. So that's why I buy stuff now. So when the time comes, you don't have to worry about it as much. That's what I do. That's why I buy video games. I don't have to pay for Game Pass or monthly subscriptions or pay for a subscription for TV if I have what I want to see. And I don't really have the time, and I just be watching anime. So the only subscription that I have is like Crunchyroll. And even then, y'all get mad at me for subscribing to Crunchyroll because apparently, oh, they support this with this because of what they're using now, and the prices went up like $3. I heard recently they're going to do that or something. I'm like, oh, cool. I just want to watch anime. Oh, they use illegal website. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. It's just a streaming service. It's just. And then more stuff like, y'all get mad if I was to watch Stranger Things because, oh, this actor support this, we got to boycott this. I'm like, why? I didn't know anything about this. You said it. And why is it my problem now? Why are you mad at me for watching a show? I dropped it after season 3 because I'm not waiting that long, and I lost interest in that show. That show came like what, 2016? I was like in middle school. I didn't know anything about that show, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just watched it. I liked it. Where it was heading growing up. And now as an adult, 22, taxes payer, went through a breakup, mental health problems, car problems, economy. I'm like, yo, I don't care about that show. So I'm not going to watch it. And this is nothing serious. But if you talk about Stranger Things, the left will get so serious and get mad at you. Same thing, we're going to go see Scream 7. I want to go see Scream 7 yesterday night. Why? I want to go see a movie because it's Scream. I genuinely like the first 3, 4, and that was basically it. After that, I didn't really care. Like, it's Scream, why not? So I did. But the left will get mad, try to cancel you and everything. Just when I see this, it reminds me of my ex and how she wanted me canceled at Walmart, Target, Aldi's, and a bunch of stores, and how we go and shop at Albertsons and Costco and other stores. They have the EI, and it makes me feel similar. I'm like, okay, is this what she was going through? Is this what she was seeing? Is this what she was processing? Is this what she was looking at? Which I saw these people, and I blocked like 40 of these people. Then I'm like, okay, I remember this one. Throughout time of the relationship, and then even clicked to me. I'm like, oh, no wonder she's changed. She follows these people. I'm like, if you follow these people, yeah, no wonder you're gonna end up like these left people. Because I'm like, these are not good people. Like, I saw a person that says, oh, you have ADHD. you're non-binary. Here's how to tell. I'm like, no. What do you mean? Because I have ADHD and I'm neurodivergent. Here's how to figure out if you're non-binary, if you're demisexual, if you're ace, if you're this, if you're that. I'm like, where? What did you want? You're just a normal human being with a huge following account, and now you're convincing people, hey, you were born in the wrong body, or maybe you're not, or maybe you're this. I'm like, what? I'm a I'm a guy. I was born a guy. I'm just gonna stay a guy. This is how I am. I like women. I want to marry somebody. I want to have a family with somebody. I want to love somebody. And that's really it. Like I said, you saw earlier in the video, I was crying. I really did love her. I was willing to do everything I could for her. But I don't get what's not enough for the left. It is never enough, and you're always wrong, and you're always a bad person. And I'm struggling with my health now because of the left, not the right, the left. What going on with the right is a separate thing. Do I agree with the right? No, but their community is so much better than the left because they're nice, calm people versus everything on the left is just getting mad at something, canceling something. It's just why I just want to do simple day-to-day things, but apparently I'm a horrible person for not supporting this, or I'm a horrible person for not doing this and boycotting this. I'm like, yo, let me do me. I could care less in some of these things, and some I can understand, but like literally, let me be. I don't know what's wrong with y'all on the left. And it's like I said, I can't shop anywhere. You have to cancel stuff, streaming services and whatnot, and movies, like I just explained. And you can't help organizations unless you can do what they want 100%. Like I saw a person that was like they them non-binary and stuff and LGBTQ according and all. I was like, okay, let me help out this person because this person's saying to help out with like food stuff, food pantries, and like donate this and this and this, whatnot to know. I'm like, cool. Let me just go in the DMs or the comments. I'm like, yo, I want to help out. What can I do to that? Let me just turn off my Wi-Fi on the phone. Cool. It's just my stable is unsecure. So like I said, I'll see this and I'm like, yo, I just want to help. And in my state, I help an organization that helps with people with disabilities that are disabled, like ADHD, autism, blind, Down syndrome, a lot of stuff, right? I did that growing up since COVID. No, before COVID. Mine in my state doesn't care. Mine just says, "Oh, you want to help? Good. Thanks for your time." And that is it. You are a good person. You want to help? You can help. That is it. But with the left, I have to support LGBTQ. I have to hate the president. I have to be ABC. And because I'm not ABC, I'm a bad person. Me, I'm struggling with the fact that I'm trying to figure out why is okay for the left think this on a day-to-day basis. I'm like I said, it's hurting my health. I'm trying to figure out what I can do for my ex. But if you can't even convince my ex that DNX is wrong and that as well, I can't do anything else. I lost hope. You can't convince that something simple like, hey, I'm not Latinx. You can't tell me that. And you can't convince my ex and her dad that this is wrong. And like, no normal person will say this to the day-to-day life. What can I do about LGBTQ for kids? And I'm like, I'm trying to help you understand this is not okay. Where she's looking at this online, I'm trying to help you think of, hey, don't go on social media. Don't look at these people. Like, these are not good people. I'm trying to help you. Like, you don't need to be on social media 24/7. Trying to figure out what to boycott, hate, protest. Like, yo, it's going to be fine. We're okay. Like, I'm here in my room. I am perfectly safe and okay. But because of the Democrats, they make you think everything is a problem and hate. I'm like, just stop. For 5 minutes, just a whole day, no social media. When I had social media with her, I just looked at basic memes, group chats, and that's it. I saw what I saw on TV. I didn't go down the rabbit hole like she somehow did and figuring out and finding people that try to convince you that I just explain that LGBTQ for kids is okay, that we should be fighting for this, protesting that, hate this, love this, don't do that. I'm like, it's infinite combos. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Because I can't explain how somebody that has ADHD on a platform like I do, I'm not like I said, I have ADHD, and that is it. You know I have ADHD. I struggle with ADHD, and that is it. Common stuff. I time blindness, I can't really do stuff properly. I need like time. I don't like light, and that's literally it. This person is trying to convince you about every LGBTQ thing, and it's like this is you if you're this is you if you're this. And I found the same person figuring out if you get this bag, it's shouting non-binary. Therefore, you should buy this bag. I'm like, what? You're trying to convince me that every day-to-day item is non-binary. If you use this pen, you're non-binary, and this is giving non-binary. If you are using this type of um, backpack, you're non-binary. If you're using this item, this means you're ace. I'm like, what? I don't understand. And I'm like, is this why when I gave my ex like those like little cute backpacks that a lot of women like that has like like a big zipper and a tiny one's like literally not that big, right? It's like a mini bag for them. I bought her stuff like that, and she didn't wear them. She chose like a sling. I'm like, cool, but I'm like, why don't you wear the one that I gave you? Like, isn't this what your woman like? It's like, I'm like, okay. So I was like, is this? Because I noticed when I sing, isn't this what your woman like? I'm like, okay, is this what the left does? Like making you see stuff for a woman is wrong or something? And then I remember, like, I wanted to call her princess. She didn't like being called princess or anything girly. I'm like, what's wrong with that? Is this what women like? Like, this is my first relationship. I want to treat you right. I want to help you. I opened the door for her, and she'd even like that, saying, I can get it by myself. I'm like, what? I'm trying to give you the princess treatment, and it's not even that good. Like, I don't get it. I'm like for example, I took her to the dentist office, right? And I opened the door for her. And she didn't like that, supposedly. She's like, oh, I can get it by myself. I'm like, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to give you princess treatment. And during the office, I noticed she was on her phone. And I'm like, hey, maybe not look at this stuff. We're in the office. You're going to be called in like 5 minutes. Maybe just no phone for 5 minutes, 10 minutes max in the dentist office. Waiting to be called in. I'm like, let's do Candy Crush. Or let's talk about a show. Apparently, it's not acceptable because she doesn't want any of that. She also look at these types of people. I'm like, I don't think that's gonna do good. And I could tell that the mood wasn't right. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm trying to help. Like, I'm not trying to be hurtful. I never hurt people. I want to help people. But the left makes it seem that you're a horrible person just because you try to be normal in this economy. And unless you are not normal, it's not okay. Unless you see these things and support these things and do ABC, you're not a good person. I don't get that. I'm normal. Apparently, being normal and helpful is wrong in this economy. And like I said, what I explained earlier, that's what the left feels. And it's like, I can't even watch shows anymore because that's offensive. I can't even watch movies anymore because that means I'm supporting this. I'm like, I just want to do what I got to do in a day to day life. I don't care as much as y'all do. Like, I don't get it. It's like I will see a show. I'm like, hey, it's not good for kids. It shows LGBTQ. Like the Owl House. A lot of people would see the Owl House and say that's a good show. I'm like, no, it's not. Like every character in it is like LGBTQ, and that's a kids show. And you wonder why it got canceled. I'm like, yeah, it's not for kids. That people are saying that is for kids. I'm like, that's not for kids. Kids don't know that. You're only giving them that because you show them that. Like I said, about this boycotting stuff, I can't see Scream 7 because that means I don't support Palestine and I'm a hater apparently. I can't watch Stranger Things because they're Nazis apparently, and I'm a Nazi too for watching that show or ever liking it apparently. I can't go to Walmart because they don't have DEI. But I'm like, I gotta get a washcloth and something to scrub my back because I like that those brands that they have. I'm like, that's it. Or like I remember like my ex telling me to go to Albertsons to make a recipe there. But I'm like, why can't we just go to like our local Smith's or Kroger store, which is what it is, or our local Walmart? Like, oh, I don't want to go there. I'll try a recipe here. I'm like, hey, cool, let's do that. Let's do it. I'm like, fine, it's a recipe. I want to cook. That's good. That's doing something. But then on the way there, we passed an Albertsons, not Albertsons, and Aldi's. We don't have Aldi's at the time. It was like brand new. Maybe like a month or two there. We've never been there. I'm like, hey, I heard Aldi's super cheap. I saw a video too. So you want to make a recipe? I can make a recipe. And I want to get there because it's cheap. And I realized, hey, the store is small. I saw videos and people shopping. I'm like, hey, it's cheap. It is a small store. is an organized store. So to help out for autism, the choices are limited, so she doesn't have to make a big struggle figuring out stuff. There's a perfect layout that never changes, so it's good for her with scheduling and steps. So this would be perfect for her. And because of the economy, we probably got to convert to something cheaper. Like, only willingly or not, we have to do what we can to survive. So I'm trying to help us, and like a lot, and this is like what I'm trying to do. But she's like, no, we cannot shop there because they don't have DEI. But I'm like, well, why can't we just go there once? At least try it out. And apparently we don't agree. It's wrong. I'm like, no, we can't shop at all these. Like, I'm not gonna go inside. But I'm like, but we have to. Like, it's just like I showed her the recipe. I'm like, it's like $7 to make because it's all these. Like, no, I want to go out percent. I'm like, all right, but like this is confusing to me. I don't understand why. Like, I'm just trying to do what I can to help you with your autism, but it seems like your autism is not important anymore. It's more about politics with the left. And like I said, you can't convince the left to change and that they're wrong. And like, it doesn't matter what you vote for and like what you believe in on ABC, right? Like, you can tell me California's the greatest of all time. I have people moving here from California into my state telling me how they hated it. They don't like it. The laws, it's stupid. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. That's why I don't want to go there. But I still go there because I have family. And it was for her, I went, regardless of like it or not. I'm willing to go to a state I don't like because I love her. She wasn't even willing to go to a state for the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. One day for the wedding, one day to be there, we'll be gone. Like, that's it. It was nature in Utah. It was the detox, just experience nature. Like, I had the schedule. Like I said, if I did the same thing for all this, I did the same thing for the wedding. I had the schedule, the food, everything I would do for her because of her autism. But that doesn't matter. Because of the state laws, it's a red state and Mormons. I'm like, you don't look at that. You look at the fact that this is a good trip, get away from social media and all this type of stuff. Like I said, the left doesn't care if it's for our own good. As long as it's politically this, then they don't care. That's why I gave up. Like, I was hurting because I didn't know what to do. And when you told me to go be with a different woman, that just hurts. Now, no, I can be with somebody else because, like I said, I really do love her. Like I said, I want to marry, family, kids, all that. I guess that's what I get before being with a non-believer of Christ. More on the left. Like I said, you cannot convince me ever in my life that the left are good people. But when I see online, can't. You just can't. And I will not be with the left. I can't. Like, I'm independent and I'll always be independent because I just do what I can. Like I said, the left is just not good people. You just can't. With everything that I just explained, unless you do what I just said, you're not a good person. And apparently, I'm helping genocides. Because apparently, if I don't support LGBTQ, I'm helping for genocide. And that if I don't support trans people, I'm helping genocide. And because I didn't vote for their stuff and voting ABC, I'm a bad person. I'm like, for example, I could be like, hey, I agree with A. I can not really support B, but I do, but not really, but I'll do it anyway. But C, not so much. But apparently, because of that, I'm helping a genocide. I'm doing this. And then you have people on the left that are doing these videos over and over with a huge platform convincing you that this is okay. And they'll double down on this. They'll make videos, music videos. I'm like, well, what is wrong with y'all? You don't see these people at the normal 9-to-5 job and you're making money off this. I could see a person that has an OF and just making videos on politics, and that's how they make their living, on the OF and the politics side. And it's like, well, respectfully, you have an OF, and you're telling me I should listen to you because of the fact that, oh, I need a job, and this is what helps me. But I'm like, yeah, I have a job too. But I don't need to do any of that stuff. Like, that's not right to begin with. Like, I don't think doing that to your body is anything any good. But apparently, because I'm doing that, I'm hating on a woman and all this type of stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just trying to do stuff daily and help people. Like, I just want to, I don't know. It's just the left is not good. You can't convince me otherwise. I'm not even done. Just like not even half the list. Like I said, I just can't. I just can't. You know it's so hard to be here another day because of the left. I just, I don't get it. I really don't. I'm struggling with my health because of the left. And being here another day is hard because of y'all. And I studied the right too. They're not really bad people. She could know. They're not mean. Like they don't like they'll talk about topics that I feel like are important versus shows versus I don't know small stuff. Like you're telling me I came and buy Coke because of what they did to Ice, or I can't listen to Spotify because they support Ice, and I can't even shop at the place that I work at, huh? Like I said, there's so much you can do. I understand, but just do what you can. Like for example, Starbucks. I don't drink Starbucks. I don't like Starbucks. I don't like that sludge. I like simple black coffee with a bit of creamer, and that is it. And I only have it in the mornings on my days off because if not, I'm gonna go to the bathroom a lot during work, and they're gonna get mad at me. So I have it on um, my days off, having sweet bread and cookies or galletas. Guess what we have? In Mexicans, we have sweet bread and like crackers or cookies to dip it in your coffee and eat it. That's how we are. Then people would be hating on you, and I see on social media, oh, we got to boycott Starbucks and all this. I'm like, I understand it's not a good company, but don't like I don't get it. It's like you're making it like the left is trying to tell you that these are good people for these good reasons, but then after you don't do what they say, then it's on you. It's like, and you wonder why our president won. It was like what 36% didn't vote, 32% voted for him, and 31% voted for her. Respectfully, I see her and I'm like, I don't think you're the best option. And neither I'm like, oh, I don't like the other one, but I don't like this one. A lot of people didn't vote because of that. And what we experienced since COVID, with what I explained and more, that makes me think, yeah, I understand why people don't vote for the left or just didn't at all. Because I'm like, well, what did you expect? When you show us like this and see my reaction, what did you expect? I don't know. But that's how y'all are. Most of the stuff already said. And then, like, I see stuff online where people off the left are fleeing America for what's happening now. They can go to the WW3, which I understand that. But before that, like my ex was trying to convince me to go to Canada. I'm like, I'm not going to Canada. I don't like. I'm fine here in this own state. If you want to go back to Cali, you can go back to Cali. I'm staying in my state. I have no problem with my state that I can see. And going to Canada, I wouldn't do that because I know the housing market is over there is worse. And that's basically it. And then like, I saw on video like Asmund go to show a video like the left went to Canada and she's suffering. It's not as easy there. She can't get the free stuff there like they promised. The housing market's horrible and she's suffering with a partner, which I'm assuming I think she was like a lesbian, I think. And now she's asking for a bunch of free stuff in Canada. I'm like, what do you expect? Everything to be free for what y'all doing, right? I think it's kind of funny. So if you think about it, it's like, it's like respectfully, this is just what I'm thinking. This is not me. I mean, I'm sorry to disrespect for. I'm not being disrespectful. She came there with, with temporary paperwork, but expects stuff for free, right? But she's not getting that. She's not happy. But isn't that what y'all do too? When it's like you want people to come to here illegally and get stuff for free. Well, most of us can't even get that stuff daily, right? Like I work, so I have my insurance, everything, and I do what I got to do. So I think it's like, isn't this what you're for? And when you're not getting it, it's against you, or it's like something that you like yes and no and yes, or no yes, or yes no, or yes no yes, or something like that when it comes to that situation. But basically, I'm like, you went there to Canada, you're not happy with Canada, you think you're better off here, you're trying to get back, but then you're acting like there's a bounty on you or something. And I'm like, are you ever happy? You went to Canada, you got what you wanted, it's not what you expected, so you want to come back. All right, what do you expect? We warned you. And people saying the president was warning us now, but what's happening, and it's happening as he said, because he told you the truth, what was going to happen since the very beginning. But I was like, how you treat the left treats everybody else. It's like, yeah, even if he tells us the truth, what did you do to us for the past 4 years and you expect us to repeat that again? No. This is what I experienced in a year, less than a year, because the breakup hasn't even happened in a full year. I'm just like, I don't get it. I'm like, yeah, I don't. blame those people either. And then like Canada has a barber there that was sued because of a non-binary option that wasn't existing. So the shop got sued and had to pay for a small amount. And I'm like, okay, you're telling me that we have to do this. This is why I don't think this is nice or cool in any way, shape, or form when it comes to LGBTQ, because you're forcing this shit onto us. And you're saying, oh, no, we're not. No, you are with your ideology and sociology and whatever you think it is, because this ain't right. The fact that my ex thinks it's okay for little boys to wear makeup and dress whatever they want is not cool. The fact that she thinks the kids need to be taught gender, like she told me, oh, we need to teach them gender. I'm like, no, that's a child. The child don't know anything. I want to protect that child from this stuff because the child hasn't even hit puberty. It doesn't even understand its own body. It just exists. It doesn't understand how its body works, its eyes work, its ears work, its nose, anything at all. It doesn't understand that how runny nose works. It doesn't understand how eyes are puffy. It doesn't understand it needs to wash his hands or it's going to get pink eye. Like, the kid doesn't know any better. So why did you show this to a kid thinking, oh, it's going to know this, but not that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And that hurts because I don't understand. Because my ex was not like this in the beginning. But she became this, and it hurts. And the fact that I came and convinced her or the dad about Latinx being wrong. Because like I said, you can just look it up. Just type in Latinx on YouTube. That is it. Don't put anything else. You put Latinx, and you'll see a bunch of videos saying we don't like this. Don't call us this. This is white people telling us that we're racist and we're wrong for not understanding our own language or people and history. So I'm like, yeah, that doesn't seem right. So like I said, this is why I don't like California, because if I can convince the dad or her that Latinx is wrong, I can convince anything else, and that's why it hurts a lot that she became this. And I can't wait to tell her that this is wrong. And I guess it's been a year, almost a year. There's a breakup, and I can't even recover from this. Like I said, I'm suffering throughout the days, crying, thinking about stuff, the memories, and how good it was until stuff like this happened. Now, for her, she may be happy about all this other stuff, but for me, I'm like, hey, like I was genuinely trying to help, but this ain't right. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna take. I'm back. All right, I'm back. And like another thing that I'll see is that I'll see people with platforms promoting stuff. Like I will see a person telling me that I'm wrong. I make a song about topic ABC, and I'm like, that was never okay to begin with. And like I said, when people do this type of stuff, and they say they'll seem like a good person. Like I'll see Christian content creators that are genuinely good. For me, I think Stewart is a good person, and the Lord's Giant for Protestants, that's good. I feel like those are pretty good. But then you get people telling me that LGBTQ is okay and how the Bible is wrong, and that we read it wrong the entire time, and how it was all about queerness. I'm like, no. And then I'll see a person that seems like a good person in general. I'm like, you're telling me that abortion is okay when it's not. And you're trying to convince me with the audio and everything, what you're writing. I'm like, that's not cool. This is why when I do what I do, I don't tell people what to do. I just do me, and that is it. And then I also see stuff like people like me with ADHD and saying, oh, I am this and I'm suffering because of this because y'all don't accept me for ABC, right? I'm like, okay, I can understand that from what I'm experiencing too. At the same time, what you're doing is not right. Because, for example, I see people saying, oh, I haven't done this for like a month. I'm like, first of all, I understand that's how depression can work. But for me, I'm having depression daily, but I still shower, go to work, do what I got to do. Like right now, I'm not the best because I just woke up and I haven't done much yet because, like I said, this hurts. And what the left does to my ex, and then the Democrats and everything they stand for. Like I said, if you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. And then I'll see other stuff like people on the left protecting stuff that should not be okay. Like I'll see stuff like, hey, that person is apparently This is what I'm saying. Please don't be offended that this person is trans. This person is a dog. It's not furry. It's like a dog. Has the mask, does the paw prints, has a collar and everything. Goes out to day-to-day life shopping. And apparently, if you call that out, you're a bad person. If you call that out, saying this person needs help, you're a bad person. I'm like, that is not normal. That's not okay. It's just society. But by trying to help this person now to understand, hey, this is something you do at home, not in public. Remember, there are kids out there that don't know what that is and might think this is okay and think this is the norm. But nowadays, when I'm telling you this high video, that is the norm. But I don't know. Like I said, this just hurts. And the fact that you can't even say, hey, that's wrong. Oh, no, you're the bad person. Then I'm the bad person. I'm getting canceled, right? And then it's something I think I've been noticing with the LGBTQ is that if you do something wrong LGBTQ, apparently you don't represent LGBTQ. Like you are like, okay, you did something bad. Guess what? You are not part of the LGBTQ. You are on your own. Yes, you are LGBTQ, but you're not one of us. So therefore, just because this person did it that was LGBTQ, it doesn't affect the rest of us. But I'm like, there's a pattern that you see, right? Like I said, stereotypes are earned, not given, right? Like I remember the day we broke up, we were talking about the makeup thing for kids, right? And I saw a voice actor. I'm like, see, this voice actor is carrying this type of person, which is LGBTQ. And look at the voice actor. I'm like, you can tell. I'm like, you can just look at this and be like, yeah, I can think something's gonna happen. And I was right. 3 months later, that person did something wrong with CP. I'm like, what did you expect? I can see this, recognize the pattern of it, and say, hey, there you go. But apparently now that person is not part of the community, and they act like he was never part of it. And this doesn't affect all these types of people, right? So I'm like, yeah, I understand that and how you're saying it, but I don't understand how like your community just take accountability for his own actions. You know, like I just don't. I just missed the 2000s before we had technology because of the fact that we had to go through this. Maybe we did, but I was like, I grew up without technology. Then I grew up with barely any technology, and now we are with nothing but technology. And I feel like that's ruining everybody in general because now everybody's putting stuff online that shouldn't be online. Like I've seen people post all this stuff I'm talking to you about crimes. I've seen people give birth on social media, like at home. And I'm like, yeah, I don't understand how there's no filters for this on social media. And then, for example, it's my fault for not caring enough about ABC. And apparently, if I don't care about the topics of topic A, topic B, and topic C, it's my fault. Like I said, I gave up. And that my health is not okay. And like I said, I'm suffering. Like I said, when my ex told me to, like, she told me, hey, go, like, I want you to go be with a different woman because you don't respect me and I don't trust you with a family. I genuinely broke. Like, my mind snapped. I felt something crack. Like, the sound was like crack, but I felt everything shattered to a million pieces. Like, I really saw something in me just snap because I was crying. I didn't know what to do. Like, I was crying, and then I was like, all right, I'm done crying. Then I cried again. Like, I was like, my body didn't know if it should cry or just be serious and cry. I mean, serious. Like, it was, my body just wouldn't respond. It was generally broken. It didn't know if it should cry. It didn't know if it should be serious. Like, it just couldn't register anything. And I was in so much pain because, like I said, it just didn't make sense. I was questioning what happened, what went wrong. I'm trying to help. I'm not trying to be a bad guy. Like, I'm generally putting effort into this to figure out what's wrong. And like my high blood pressure, like I said, my mind just snapped, and I just quit. I'm not the same man anymore since then. I can't watch anime no more. I don't like going out because it just hurts. I can't do the daily things because it reminds me of her, and all the stuff to the left I just explained, and everything else, and just doesn't. I'm not the same man. Like I said, I don't know who I am anymore. It's not me. And I don't know. Maybe I'm suffering by bipolar disorder or whatever. I'm just not okay. And the fact that the thought of me marrying her is gone, it hurts. Like right now, I'm not feeling it, but I will be going on social media, and then I'll be with my buddies, see what they like. And apparently, my buddy is still suffering from a girl when he around like middle school time. I think he was dating somebody, and that affected him to this very day, and he still hasn't like gone properly over it. And then I have a buddy who was a relationship, same thing from high school, and he was like 20ish, like 20 when he broke up with her, and when they broke up, right? And then I was like 25, I turned 26, and he still like it still hurts to him to this day, and he still can't get over it. And that's basically how I am because I'm like, oh, let me like maybe I can go be with a woman. It doesn't seem right at all for me to do at all because like I said, I'm a good man. I'm an innocent man. I'm not a bad person. I believe in God. I'll show you prayers and verses to read to help you. I help people. I donate. I generally do what I can on a day-to-day basis. I'm never going to cheat on somebody. I would never hurt anybody. I am old school. I believe it was okay then. It was okay now. If it's not okay, it's not okay. I believe in punishment and discipline. I am old school. Like I said, I would never beat a child if that's why she doesn't really trust me, but I would definitely punish a child like the same way we did 2000s because I am not okay with this new gen stuff on the kid shows, teaching about pronouns, teaching about non-binary, all this stuff. Now the dad doesn't believe me that LGBTQ is pushing this on the kids. But I'm like, you can just see the shows, the Owl House, you can see the Transformers, the Cow, all this. I'm like, they've been pushing this since COVID. Even the new generation Blue Schools, you know. As I grew up with Blue Schools, this new gen Blue Schools, that's not the same. That is not for kids at all in any way, shape, or form. So like I said, the fact that she didn't trust me was gonna hurt. Like I said, I'm old school. I'm not new school. Is it good to understand new stuff? Yeah, that is true. But I am not the left and doing left stuff. You know, but the list is coming to an end, and basically, like I said, I'll see people on the internet saying, "Oh, men can wear skirts and be poly, and then I can wear a dress, and I don't have to be masculine. I don't have to provide." But I'm like, so we're making men not men, and then apparently it's my fault for thinking that. Like I said, for me, I know it's my job to provide. I know it's my job to help, which is what I was doing, and it didn't help at all because of the left. So that's why my health struggles, and a lot of people don't care about men. Why? Because LGBTQ gets 3 months out the year. What do veterans get? Like a day, like official day, and then like the President Day and like the founding fathers and stuff. Like everybody gets like 1 day, but the LGBT gets three. And apparently, if we don't agree with that, you're the problem. I think Men's Mental Health Month. Yeah, I know it is. It's in November, but it's been taken away because it's now the LGBTQ month. Because men they don't care for us. As you see me earlier throughout the whole video, I'm crying to general emotions. Can I show it right now? No, like I said, it just doesn't really hit me. But this is how I feel a lot throughout the days. Like I said, going through another day, I don't know if I can because of the left. It's just generally killing me every day. I don't know what to do. I generally don't. I just want to know how we end up like this. I don't know. Talk about shit like this, it's not gonna matter. People say they care about us and our mental health, but they don't. They generally don't. And I don't know what to do. I can't buy a house, let alone an apartment by myself. You have people, like I said, fighting for stuff that can be worth fighting for and stuff that's not fighting for. I just water on my screen. I spilled some, so I just want to clean it up. But you have the people that will like help you with protesting and going against certain stuff. At the same time, they'll be mocking the Bible, saying how Jesus was trans and had one chromosome and this and this and this. And I'm like, you really want me to respect you? I just can't. Now, with the right, I can understand their point of view a lot better because how calm they are explaining. I'm like, cool. Do I agree with most of it? No. I'm independent. I do what I got to do and help who I got to help. Like I said, my health is just not good, and I don't know anymore. I don't think I can move on from her or just another day in general. Like I said, I just don't know. I can shop for groceries, laugh with my friends, play Commander Night, but I just can't. I generally can't. I don't know what to do. The left will seem like a friend, but they're an enemy. I don't know. Like, go on social media, go, what up? No, wait, go on an account. Just switch accounts. Let me ring her off. Yeah. Like I said, I blocked so many people, and I'm like, if these the people that she was following, and I told her like not to listen to these types of people because they'll tell you, oh, this person did this, but it doesn't mean this, and it's not really supporting this, it's not meaning this. But if I do this, then I'm the problem. Like I said, I don't know how this person is trying to tell me I'm the bad person. Like I said, this entire video, I don't see how I am. And then apparently, I see a lot of people complaining and making fun of random people for day-to-day basis. I'm like, why are you doing this? And it's always the same people that support Palestine, that say F ICE and a bunch of other stuff, and support LGBTQ and all this types of stuff. And these are like self journalists, right? Like I said, I just don't get it. I just don't. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just give up and do it at that point. Like I said, what I'm going to do, so I'm going to do me. Hate me or not, I don't know. I'm going to become Catholic. I'm going to go to church now on Sundays, on the Catholic church, and then figure out from there. I'm going to post like once a month, not like 30 days apart. Like, for example, I could post right now. Well, let's say I did yesterday, right? Or like 2 days ago, on like the 27th of February. And I post like the 3rd of March, right? Okay, that was 1 month and 1 month. That means I don't have to post anything for the rest of the month. And then I'll come back in like April. So like I said, my health is just not good. So I don't have any motive to game. I don't even like gaming anymore. Like I said, she did something to me. It broke my heart. It broke my mind, spirit, heart, everything. Because like I said, the left just not good people. And I'm sorry if you're on the left. And I met good people on the left at work. Like basic normal people. But like I said, unless you get really extreme, then I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to move on from her, but it just really hurts. You saw me crying at the video. It hurts. Will I be able to move on? I don't know, because I see my buddy still suffering from a relationship that ended 5-6 years ago. And my other buddy has been suffering since 8th grade. He said, when men love somebody, we're loyal. I would never cheat. I would never hurt. I would never do anything. I'm just trying to help. And after everything, I'm still getting told to go be with every woman I want to have a family because I don't respect her apparently, and she can trust me. My parents did the best thing to raise me. They did the best they can. My mom and dad, one and done, never been seeing other people. Married a church, Catholic, all that. So I'm like, I don't want that. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like I said, the left just sees a problem with marriage and family. Because I remember Max's dad trying to tell me that she shouldn't ever think about having a family and kids and all that. She's not ready for that. And you don't know that till you're like 30. You shouldn't wait till then. But I'm like, okay, so to me, I should wait and tell my feelings then I want to have a family. I should wait like a decade before that. That's why you say you talk now throughout the relationships. You talk now. Saying, hey, down the line, I want to have a family with you. I know it's impossible now because of the economy and stuff. I do, and this is how I feel. If you're born a boy, you are a boy, and you'll be raised a boy. If you're born a girl, you are a girl, and you'll be raised a girl. I think old school is better than new school. I think I'll show them the DVD stuff versus what they have now, so we don't indoctrinate the kids. Like I'm telling her this stuff, and apparently it's bad. I don't understand how. And like I said, I don't want to end up like my coworkers and my buddies who been in a relationship once, like I have, and can't move on, even after 5 years. Like I said, I loved her, loved everything I had. but that wasn't enough. Was I perfect then? No, I'm a different person now than I was then, and I did make mistakes and a lot of regrets. But I generally wanted to do the best I could for her. So if you're watching this, my ex, I love you and I thank you for everything you've done for me and all the memories. I just want to help you, never want to hurt you. And I hope one day you find your happiness. If you want to do LGBTQ, that's good for you. Can I support that? I'm afraid I can never support anything LGBTQ. If that's what makes you happy, do you. If you want to do gay animations like you told me the day of the breakup, you can do that. I thought you just want to do regular animations like anime and stuff, but if you want to do LGBTQ, do that. Can I support that? No, but I just wish you the best life and you be happy. I'm sorry for everything I've done for you. Boy, it made you uncomfortable and respect what you believed in. I'm sorry. I do wish you the best in life. Like I said, I don't know. But yeah. Well, if I ever get the mental health capacity again, I'll maybe do gaming in the future and stuff. But for now, I just can't. So yeah. But that's basically it that I have for now. I don't know what else to say. I probably do, but I'll remember it near the very end. Like I said, that's how I am. I won't remember anything till like later on, like after the video's done. I don't know why. That's just how I am. I just don't know. Like I said, I don't understand. I just don't. I can try, but I just can't. Like I said, I've been trying, but I don't know what to do. I really hope one day she finds Jesus. If it's God's will, we meet back together. If not, this was a lesson, and I learned that lesson. So, like I said, I don't know. I generally don't know what to do. I don't know anymore. What's my purpose? If I should continue writing or anything at all, to be honest. Because, like I said, I try to understand the left, and I did study. But like I said, y'all did all this, and then, like I said, if Nicki Minaj says, "Oh, it's nothing wrong with being a boy," y'all hate that, cancel that, make a rap song, music video, all this, and how it's wrong and how I feel that's transphobic. I'm like, I'm tired. I really am. Every day, I'm so fucking tired. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I just, like I said, I want her back, but I can't get her back. It's been like a year. The feelings are not the same anymore, and time has passed. But like I said, the fact that the left can make somebody like that generally hurts. And it's what y'all believe in, and it hurts even more. Like the fact that a celebrity can just be like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with being a boy," and everybody's hating, canceling, and all that. I'm like, what? I don't get it. For me, I just saw him, like, okay, cool, and I moved on, and that was it. I don't know why y'all make it such a big deal when sometimes it probably never is. But yeah. I don't think there's anything else anymore. I don't know. The thing is, I think I have more in common with Lelouch from Code Geass. You know? I like Lelouch. His reasons for fighting are good. But because of that, I'm going to try to fight against. I'm the bad guy. But like Lelouch says, you have to defeat evil by becoming a greater evil, then sure. Maybe that'll be me one day. I'll become Lelouch. Maybe then people will see that, stuff like this is wrong and such. But I don't know. We live in a world where Apparently, teaching kids about gender is a-okay, and I'm wrong. I'm wrong for trying to help people, but because I'm not helping a certain way, I don't agree, or this, I'm wrong. I don't get it at all. But another thing is like going to cons and stuff without her hurts. Doing a lot of stuff without her hurts, like going to see movies and such. It's a lot of stuff on a day-to-day basis hurts. Like I understand that people have platforms and do what they have to say, but I don't know. I'm like right now I'm on my phone seeing people that have like at least 300,000 followers, and I block them, and it's like seeing these people have their voice and people accept this versus the truth or anything else in general. Generally, just hurts. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm just done with the left and like a lot of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. But that's basically it. That summarizes it. I'm probably forgetting a thing or two, but it's all the same type of stuff. So that'll be it for today's stream. And like I said, I've ever posted. I'm gonna post once a month, just so you know I'm still here. But like I said, I don't know if I'll ever be the same human being again because the relationship broke me. I don't know who I am, what to do, what to support, what not to support. Because y'all hate me if I do this, hate me if I don't do that, or because I didn't nothing at all. I'm a bad guy too. So yeah. Um. Hopefully one day I'll find the love of my life, marry her, have a family, because I think that's the world that I want to live in. Like she was my world. So when I didn't care about politics as much, it's because I was more focused on her health or for autism. But like I said earlier, it seems it was least focusing on autism and more focusing on just political stuff, like not visiting a family state or just focusing more on YouTube politics than anything else. So yeah, I don't know. But like I said, I'm here. I'm alive, so we'll see from there. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Like no one ever does. Later.